Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Mike Colleen at MikeColleen.com. Just got back from Washington, D.C. the other day. Very much tired. Back in California time. Well, let's get this light out of there. There we go. All right. So, I guess I'll just move. Oh, actually, this way. Okay. All right, there we go. All right, so today we're going to talk about the reptilian brain, how to speak directly to her reptilian brain. In a way, it's actually, you don't go directly to that. You actually go through a pattern, which I'm going to give to you right now. Some little buttons off there, right there. All right, so, all right. It's going to be a little challenging to explain this, but actually the pattern itself is super simple. It's so simple. I'm going to give it to you right now. I'm going to cut to the chase because I know a lot of you guys want that because that's the male brain, the way the men think, but it actually takes you longer. But I will give you the straightforward to it right now. First, you want to connect with the woman mentally. So she connects with you mentally. This is through left brain logical communication. That's good because you know how to do that. The second thing is once this pops open, for her, it's like a lockbox. It fills up with information, it pops open, and then she connects emotionally. All right. Now this is where the challenge is. This is the right brain. This is when you shift over and open up into your right brain and process from this side of your brain. This gives her what's called emotionally fulfilling communication. You do that and you got it. Okay, whether you're married, in fact, if you're married, if you keep relying on buying her diamonds, flowers, dinners, that's all left brain stuff. She is not emotionally fulfilled through that. The literal pattern a woman goes through is first connects mentally through left brain communication and then pops open, connects emotionally. If you can give her emotionally fulfilling communication and she feels emotionally fulfilled, i.e. loved, then she connects sexually, and that is the hidden pattern. Guess how men do it? They do it this way. After a man has an orgasm, there's a chemical called oxytocin that's released into his bloodstream, which once it gets up to the lower reptilian brain, or into the brain I should say, there's an artery that once it hits it, it relaxes it. For men, oxytocin acts as a relaxant. The reason why I say that is because for women, when they get that mentally stimulating conversation, oxytocin is released into her bloodstream, and when it hits her brain, it fires off all her neurons and electrons and all that stuff. It makes her high. It's like a mental caffeine high. It's a little bit different than caffeine, but it's like I'm not going to say it's like a drug. It is a drug. It's called oxytocin. It's naturally created in the human body, but it is a drug. Okay, so there are ways to stimulate that, which this is not. This video is not about this, and it actually takes quite a bit in-depth training to teach you how to do that one-on-one or in a class. Okay, which is what my course is all about. But here's the cool thing. Now watch this. A lot of guys are so thinking, they go to a club, they see a pretty girl, oh, I gotta have it now, oh, she's hot, oh, I gotta get her number, I gotta get a number. Stop that. Stop it, stop it, stop it. That's where you're blowing it. Stop it. All right? Stop. Get to know her as if, almost like you've been burned by women a lot. And you're like, well, I don't know, man. A lot of women have screwed me over, been lied to, been cheated on. You made all these promises. I don't even want to say that. I'm not trying to. What I'm trying to say is, instead of going at it from desperation, oh, I want your number now, let's go on a date, let's set a date, I want sex, that shows desperation. You should do the opposite of that. That's all I'm saying. You should be just like the way women do it with men, like, okay, well, who are you? Where are you from? Why am I talking to you again? Because she doesn't know you. Admit it. If some guy walked up, you total stranger, just started, blah, 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 you'd be like, why am I talking to you, bro? Yeah, nice to meet you. I'm kind of busy here. If you really put yourself in a woman's shoes, you're going to start to see it. Now, here's the cool thing. If you come across as most women, where a woman, when she first meets you, she's kind of, oh, nice to meet you, She's got the shield up. She's kind of even leaning back, kind of looking at you, and she's trying to figure out, are you safe? Are you a good guy? Where are you coming from? What are you looking for? Then when you're doing this stuff, she knows what you're looking for. Game over. Done. Burp. Game over. All right, might as well just walk home. Here's what you should rather do is have one understanding. A woman absolutely needs to connect with you mentally, then emotionally, and this is done through two different forms of communication, and then she'll connect sexually, okay? If you can have that one understanding, realize that takes time, but not a lot of time. A lot of guys will think, well, I just want to get to it. I want to get a number. I want to get a date. I want to have sex with her. I want to bring her back to my hotel or my place. That A to B male shortcut kind of thinking actually takes about 3, 4, 5 weeks. You take her on a date. You spend more money. Spend $100, $50, $25, $15 for a cafe. Next thing you know, you've racked up $200, $300, $400, $500, and if you're a guy who takes out our expensive restaurants, you've spent a lot more than that. And 3 weeks have gone by, and you haven't even got a kiss on the freaking cheek. All right? You want to do it fast? Stop. Slow down, and I mean slow down. If you do that, she will feel comfortable with you. Keyword, allow her to talk to you. Allow her to listen to you. Again, that's an art. It's something I teach in my class. But it's like you're just letting go. I know this seems very vague and abstract. I'm going to give you an example. I had a client years ago. I broke this down, and I could see him. He really wanted to get to it. And here's the thing. He came to me, and he goes, Mike, I got to tell you something. I actually don't have a hard time meeting women. I'm like, okay, here we go again. Another guy who's got it all figured out, and yet he's hiring me. Okay. He goes, no. That's not what I mean. He goes, there's a part of it where I screw it up, but I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. He goes, it's easy. I can walk up to girls, start a conversation, they start chatting. He goes, I'm really good at that. I'm like, okay, I'm kind of in disbelief. I'm like, really? He goes, no, Mike, I'm telling you. I can sit down with women, join them, get the drinks, get things going. But then somewhere along the line, I don't know, they just don't want to talk to me anymore. I'm like, okay. Well, here's the deal. He impressed the hell out of me, and I mean impressed the hell out of me. We went to a club in the city in San Francisco called the Bubble Lounge, which was my number 2 favorite place to go. The doors were closed. It's closed. It's like boarded up, and I'm like how that place was the most packed place I've ever been in my life. So I don't know why. Maybe they got in trouble. Maybe they broke some kind of liquor license law. I don't know why. I should ask around and find out why. Or maybe they're remodeling, but it didn't say remodeling on the outside, so I don't know. But anyways, so we went there, and we went downstairs. Or no, we didn't. No, that's not where we started. Then we sat down right away up by the host. Now, it's a bunch of couches and big bottles of wine and champagne, huge. And some are normal size, up on the shelves and all around. And so we sit down. There's a table there. We're on a couch here. They're on the adjoining couch. And we're talking to him. And he opened up, oh, and they're laughing, oh. And we sat down and we started to talk. And like, I'm fucking impressed. This guy's damn good. Okay. And so I just thought, well, I'm going to sit back and watch this and just enjoy. This is nice. I don't have to be the one doing it all the time. So I remember during the course, I usually don't take guys out until about the 5th or 6th session until they know enough. And I did notice he kind of did the male thing and really wanted to lean forward and talk real fast. And I go, do you need to slow down? Take a breath. And let the other person talk for a while. When they're done, they will completely stop. And when they stop, you just kind of look, wait, and they'll look at you, and that's when you know it's your turn. There's no race. Guys, if you're racing, you blow it, okay? So he's talking to these girls, and things are going really good. I'm thinking, okay, so the one thing I told him, and I reminded him, first they connect mentally. This could take 10, 15, 20 minutes, even an hour. Usually it doesn't take an hour. And then they pop open, and then they open up emotionally. And now they're in their right brain. So I said, this is going to take a minimum. This is if you're an expert at the patterns that I teach. If you don't know the patterns, you're screwed. You're not screwed. I shouldn't say that. But it'll take you longer. So I go, for this session, going out, all you do is just talk. Don't think about getting a number. Don't think about taking her back to your place. Because he actually lived, I think it was like half a mile from there. And I go, just let them talk. Let them get to know you. That is what I was really trying to get this guy to understand. And so he's talking to these girls. I'm thinking, what the fuck did this guy hire me for? Jeez, this guy's doing awesome. The guy was funny. He was witty. They were laughing. Oh, the one girl finally reaches over and touches him on the forearm, which is a very a good indicator. And they're laughing, which is another good indicator. And they're engaging in the conversation. So I'm thinking, what are you paying me for, man? And then he did it. And he goes, hey, this is after about 10 or 12 minutes. Hey, I live just about half a mile away. Why don't we get a cab? Let's go to my place. I got a bunch of drinks there. I got a pool table. And they suddenly went, They literally, they were, ha ha ha, and they leaned away like, well, I don't, you don't know, and I go, hey, I tell you what, why don't we just hang out here? Let's talk, man. This place, dude, we just got here. This place is a blast. And the girl's like, yeah. This place is fun, right? Because it was fun. I mean, it's a freaking awesome club. There's no way the dude's house is going to be better than this, one of the top clubs in the city. And so the girls looked at me like, they nodded like, thank you, like, and they took a big breath, and went, oh, whew. That was a narrow, like, voided danger there. So he kind of looks at me and goes, well, kind of didn't like what I said. Like, he looked at me like, dude, what are you doing? And I'm looking at him like, I'm saving your ass here, bro. So we start talking some more, and literally in 3 minutes he goes, you know what? We've already had our drinks. Why don't we go to my place? Free drinks on me. I can make mixed drinks. I've got beverages. I've got blender. I've got ice. I've got the whole thing set up. And then again, they closed up and they kind of froze like, And I go, hey, man, why don't we do this? Why don't we just settle down? You girls want another drink? Do you want to, get, want spring water? And the girl's like, yeah. And he's kind of looking at me like he's getting pissed off. And I'm like, take a deep breath. And I'm whispering this in ear, just relax. I go, let's take our time here. Let's just slow down. Remember, just let them get to know you. Here's the thing. They actually liked him. They liked us. It was going really smooth. And the girls, again, like, whew, thank you. Kind of like, okay. And then he started laughing, and he's making them laugh, and things are going, and literally 2 minutes go by, and he goes, God damn it. He goes, look, you like me. I like you. It's obvious. Let's go to my place, and let's have sex. And I go, whoa. And the girl's like, oh, God, they're scared. I go, ladies, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about this. I literally grabbed him by his jacket. He had a jacket on. And I pulled him up. I go, let's go outside and let's go for a walk. It was a very firm kind of thing. And I brought him outside. He goes, well, fuck those bitches. And he's going off. I'm like, what are you talking about? We'd only known him for 15, 20 minutes. I go, they were just trying to get to know you. They liked you. And he's all, I'm so sick and tired of this game, blah, 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 blah. It's obvious they liked me. I go, yes, they did like you. What's the rush? Here's the thing. I explained to him, I go, you got to understand, her mating system, the way she's wired, she has to get to know you first. Who are you? She hadn't even gotten past this part yet. She was still trying to, she didn't even ask you what you did for a living yet. First we talk about this, they were traveling, they loved the city, they talked about the beach, they talked about the Golden Gate Bridge, and they were slowly trying to get to know this guy and each other. We hadn't even asked them where they're from yet. And I'm explaining, I go, do you remember it's 1, 2, and then 3? I go, that takes time. I go, if you're an expert and their hormones are in the right place, it'll still take you an hour plus. And he's just like, oh, yeah, but I don't want to play that game at all. I go, do you see where your problem is? I go, is this your typical experience with women? He goes, yeah, that's exactly what happens. I go, bingo. So here's all I'm saying, guys. For this video, the male brain wants to go fast. The female brain is wired to go step 1, which takes time. 15, 20, 30 minutes, maybe an hour, maybe even more before she opens up here. And then she'll connect here. So it's 1, 2, 3. Slow down. Take your time. If you're thinking about having sex with her, you've already blown it. She can see it in your eyes. You've got to put that stuff aside. If you're thinking about getting her number, setting up a date, you've already blown it. Put that aside. Just be in the moment and enjoy it. Forget about going out. Forget about getting a number. Forget about focusing on that stuff. And just focus on having a good time. Because here's the understanding. If a woman can take her time and get to know you and feel comfortable with you, if you're grounded, if you know how to open up your right brain, you will lead her into being within her right brain. And that's what this guy hadn't gotten yet. I taught it to him, but he was so used to going boom into the male linear brain, step 1, step 2, step 3. It's the step 1, step 2, step 3 process. And the male, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, because that's how the male brain thinks. That's what was closing them up. Because he kept going, well, let's go to the next step. Let's go to the next step. I'm like, dude, this is where we're at. Let him enjoy it. So the reason why her mating system shut down was because she's looking for a guy who has social skills. Now, he hadn't proven that yet. He hadn't even shown that he could open up to his right brain, which is the social brain. When you learn how to open up to your right brain, I promise you this, your whole world's going to change, especially when it comes to relating to women, to understanding women. And that's the understanding women are looking for in a man. Not logical understanding, oh, I understand. No, emotional right brain processing. If you can actually understand her and where she's at in the moment, you got her. That's what she's going to be attracted to. For right now, I'm going to leave it at that. I will say this: Mother Nature wired the female mating system a lot smarter than men. Because men start with sex and they're turned on, that you're not thinking. And women laugh like, he's not even thinking. And that's a turn off to a woman. What turn on is if you start here and then open up to here. If you can do that, her mating system goes, that's the guy to mate with. That's a guy that puts awareness first, pays attention to what's going on. That's a guy that thinks before acting. Hey, this is Mike Colleen at MikeColleen.com. If you've learned anything at all in this video, buy my book, Crack the Female Code, at crackthefemalecode.com. I guarantee you that book will open your eyes even more, a lot more than this video. I'll see you soon.